there. Woohoo! Voice. Goodbye, voice. Hello there. So I just want to take some time and speak to you guys. I mean, winter holidays are finally over, and as you guys might know, I work with producing content both here and on my other sites and social media channels. So I work all the time, and I have also family. So during holidays, it's a fierce competition between work time and family time. But that is finally over, so have a little bit more time to do stuff. Right now, I'm trying to find an inspirational sound for some work today. Thought I was going to use my other amp, but that one needs to go to the repairman. I was hoping to avoid it. It's weird. I've been so close to taking it to there. I don't like it. I prefer fixing stuff on my own, but I obviously can't open an amp. I'll just electrocute myself. So 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? I don't remember. I was very close to going to the service point, but then I told myself, well, can I really recreate the issue immediately? And I turned on the amp, and the issue wasn't there. It's like, oh man, I've been prepping for this so long, and now, so I did a live stream on Facebook, and immediately the issue started happening. So it's like, when you want to show the issue, it won't appear, and then when you need to use the amp, yeah, you have it. So yeah, I'll be going there sometime soon. I don't know, maybe during the weekend or something. We'll see. No panic, because I have my Fender Blues Junior, and it's a lot of fun just jamming with this one as well. So if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here, I'm just basically visualizing a scale across the entire fretboard. So a similar fret scale as I would use when soloing, you know, so E major. But in that, you can use that scale to play single notes, or you can harmonize it and play chords, you know, and you could be very theoretical about it and just know exactly what you're doing, or you could be courageous, rock and rollish, and improvisational about it, which is what I'm right now. I'm just looking at different shapes that are possible for me to finger, basically. So if I can play it, then it works. And here are different shapes that work for me, so I play them. Sid Vicious sounds familiar. I'm not sure who it is, though. Who is it? Now, of course, sometimes I do think about what the chord names are. For example, whenever I want to explain to someone what I just did, or if I want to work with an arrangement, which doesn't happen too often, but you know, if I'm confronted with a song or arrangement, or if I'm trying to write something with someone else, then theory becomes very important. But for these kind of jams, I like having a loose approach to it and just think in terms of a big scale pattern, a bit like Alan Holdsworth used to visualize it back when he was alive. God bless him. And I think it's fun because you can stumble upon new stuff. You can just add your percussive strike, and you can try to get a groove going and see if you can move a note here and there. Of course, it takes a lot of time before you can move these chord shapes around, so you might want to start things off with a very simple pattern. You know, it could just be a bar thing on the 9th fret here, for example. And you can add just as you can tell, it's a super simple way of building a melody, and you don't have to do the fancy shapes. You can just add your bar thing and try to come up with variations. And once you practice with that for a bit, you could try just moving it up to something slightly more complex, maybe. Could add maybe different bass notes so you can alternate between. Thank you, NG, for digging the music. It means the world. This is, I have to admit, a little bit new to me. Since I've been trying to do this for the last couple of years, I'm not really good at it. But basically, the guitarist I was inspired by when starting out didn't do this, right? This is not your typical Eric Johnson or Marty Friedman thing. But a lot of the newer neo-soul inspired guys and girls do this. So I really like the fact that you can add your own rhythm section to your playing. Awesome playing from New Zealand. Thank you, Connor. So I think regardless of what your stylistic preferences are, it really can't hurt if you're able to do rhythm, percussion, and a bit of lead at the same time. It just makes everything so much more interesting and enjoyable. And not to mention, playing on your own becomes much more fun. I don't know any Gilmer. But you're right, this is a pretty Gilmerish tone. Do we have any more Gilmer fans here? Like the tone. So this is just the amp in the room sound from my Fender Blues Junior. It sounds awesome. I love it. It's a very, if you don't require any extreme amount of gains or something, it's really like a plug and play kind of amp. It has its own reverb, and you can get quite a bit of overdrive from it. You can really just play without any pedals, and that's really nice because I tend to build very complex chains, like lots of pedals and stuff, and you lose yourself after a while in that. And it's good to just go back to the roots and hear how it sounds without anything. Plus, you avoid the sound degradation you get from lots of cables and stuff like that. even cleaner. So again, just E major here, and it's always a nice trick also to involve some open strings, because you can let them ring in different ways. You can either use them as bass notes, like that, and then just do. That works well in E, obviously, because the low E string is E. But you can also let the top E string ring, and it creates a really nice harmony. And that's interesting for other keys. So if we take like D minor, where E is the ninth, then we can get some interesting sounds here. So for example, oh, we can't use the B string though. Gotta work on this. So that kind of stuff is fun. I like it a lot. Cool, guys. So I want to thank you for just sticking around with me. I hope to make much more of these kind of behind-the-scenes sessions where I just hang out with you guys. I think that's a lot of fun, and it's just a way to invite you in and for us to connect more often, because it's harder to do like if I were to do a full-blown live sessions, or which I pre-announced in some kind of schedule, I couldn't do that as often. These I can do them almost daily if I have the inspiration. So fingers crossed. And I want to thank you, of course, for sticking around here. You guys are the best. And I've been KristoferDahl. Have a good one. See ya. Cheers.